Hi, Sarah. Thank you so much for taking out the time to share your experience with other bookkeeping firm owners that might be like where you were at just a couple months ago before you enrolled in our 8 week sales mastery course. But before we dive into some questions that I have for you, I'd love it if you could share where you're at in the country and what does your firm specialize in? What
Yeah.
services you provide?
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'm located in Idaho and we do bookkeeping services.
Awesome. And what were you struggling with the most as it related to your sales process, your pricing, and other things with your bookkeeping firm when before we met?
Right. I think I was mostly struggling with not even having a sales process. I launched my bookkeeping business back in 2020, like kind of during COVID era. And
Uh-huh.
I didn't really have a sales process. Like all my clients just kind of fell in my lap. They were just kind of people I knew, or
Mm-hmm.
like a referral from someone that I did know. And so
Mm-hmm.
literally people just kind of fell into my lap. So I never really had to do marketing, sales, or anything like that. And so I kind of reached a point where I needed to branch out and actually, do that in my business.
Yeah. So what was the moment you decided you wanted to do something about your sales process first before you started doing lead gen and marketing? So you could actually convert those conversations into paying clients.
Yeah, so I haven't really done a lot of like lead generation or anything. So I kind of just decided to start first with the sales process because I figured if I had a good sales process, that would help with like the lead generation, what to actually do with that information
Right.
once I had it. So yeah, so I
Yep.
didn't even like start with like lead generation or anything. I just started with the sales process and that's kind
Yeah.
of where I started here. So yeah.
Yeah. And what do you feel like was your initial skepticism before you decided to enroll and take the plunge and join the 8 week sales mastery course?
Yeah, so I don't know that I really had anything that I was worried about. It was mostly, I just didn't really know where to start. And so
Yeah.
after kind of doing some research on an abundant accountant and everything that you guys had to offer, it just seemed like a really good fit for me. And getting
Hmm.
like that sales process just started from the get-go was kind of where I needed to go. So yeah.
Yeah. And I'd love it, Sarah, if you could share like what was your experience during the 8 week sales mastery course once you enrolled and you started with us. What was your experience that you would love to share with other bookkeepers that might also be considering and evaluating a coaching program like this?
Yeah, so I think the experience was great. Like the lessons were set up really good, like easy to follow, easy to digest, right? It was like bite-sized pieces, but then like each week build upon the previous week.
Hmm.
So I really like that. Like it was just kind of easy to follow, easy to kind of know where to go to get
Yeah.
the information ready and going and things like that. Um, and then the coaching calls were really helpful on, getting feedback on homework, questions that you had.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I think the system was set up really, really well. Very easy to follow. Yeah.
Great. And what have been some of your wins and successes from creating your sales system in your firm and really following the structure and the mechanics of the program?
Yeah, so definitely my biggest win was price increasing all of my current clients. I actually didn't have anyone off board, which I was kind of surprised by.
Yeah.
Um, I had a couple clients that were kind of like debating about the price increase a little bit, but in the end, they were like, no, you're fabulous. Like we're staying. I had a bunch that like initially
Awesome.
were like, yes, I'm really glad that you're taking this, step in your business and
Yeah.
I actually had a client tell me, I'm glad you're taking your business seriously because it shows you're taking my business seriously.
Love it.
So that was like the biggest feedback that I got. So yeah, price increasing was definitely scary,
Yeah.
but just getting that reassurance from clients that like I am worth the value that I'm putting on my
Yeah.
packages was just really reassuring. So
And now all new clients are going to be at the new
yeah.
level. So, what was your total revenue increase by doing that
Oh
across the
man.
board with every single one of your clients?
Oh, I should have pulled up my sheet before this call to get the actual number, but probably around like $1,800 a month is kind of like my total gain.
Yeah.
I have some clients that are quarterly, but I actually like converted some of them to monthly clients.
Yeah.
in the process. So yeah, it was like I kind of just shifted everybody around and
Yeah, so that's a lot
I
of
was
money
actually
over a
really
year
happy about
period.
it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really awesome. And how do you feel now? I mean, I know you're happier and you've got
Yeah.
your process in place, but now looking back, like how do you feel now about moving forward and growing a firm?
Yeah, I would say just that like the confidence piece, um, just knowing that like the pieces are there to give you the confidence to have, be successful and
Yeah,
um, kind of build the life that you want for yourself. Like that's kind
yeah,
of why I did this was to build the life that I wanted for myself.
yeah,
And, those pieces are there and just that confidence that kind of came with it that I can do it.
yeah,
It's just not just some random person spewing things on a TikTok reel or something, right? It's like, no, this is like real
yeah,
results, real people,
yeah.
type of a situation. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And did you have any other big takeaways, Sarah, that you'd love to share with another firm owner? Maybe what you were able to implement right away from what you've learned, or any other structure, mechanics of the program that you'd love to share with another firm owner that might be considering enrolling with us, but they're in where you were just a couple months ago. What would you want to
Yeah.
share with them if you could in one of these videos that maybe you didn't hear before that you wish you would have heard?
I kind of think just the fact that you can like increase prices with your clients like as you're going through the program. Like you don't
Yeah.
have to wait for the program to be done. You can do it like as you're doing the program.
Yeah.
You can even start, getting new clients as you're, still in week 6 or whatever of the
Yeah.
program. You don't have to wait for the program to be done. The
Right.
program kind of goes with you, as you kind of like build up week to week. So.
Yeah. Love it. And is there anything else there that you would love to share with another firm owner that might be considering enrolling into the 8-week sales mastery course that you would just love to share before we sign off?
I love this program. I think it's very beneficial. So yeah, especially if you're a brand new firm owner and not sure like where to go or how to build your business,
Yeah.
definitely having, a good sales process kind of from the start is a great place to go.
Yeah. I think that's probably one of the most important things because a lot of new firm owners, Sarah, ask us, oh, well, should I wait? Should I do this
Yeah.
now? And I was like, well, if you don't want to make a lot of mistakes other people have, I mean,
Right.
how long were you
Yes.
undercharging just on the current clients that you had from 2020
Yeah.
or as
five
you
years.
grew?
Yeah.
Five
5 years.
years of
Yeah.
undercharging,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So if you would have known this 5 years ago, how would your firm be different today?
Oh, I feel like the structure would be completely different. Like
Yeah,
the fact that like because one thing you kind of learn is you don't need to take on every single client. Like you are allowed
right.
to say no or not engage with someone
Yeah,
for any specific reason. Um,
right.
so just the fact that like undercharging people kind of made you feel like you needed to take on every single
Yeah,
person. But when you're being charged your value, you just feel like you don't need to say yes to everybody. You can
yeah.
say no and just wait for the next person to basically pop in line. So
I love it. Yeah. Well, now you can go focus your efforts on marketing and lead
yes.
generation so you can convert because now you have a process to follow. It's been an honor to watch you grow and just take those scary steps and see that every single client stayed with you, which is very powerful.
Yes.
Doesn't always happen that way, but on your monthly clients, you just did so well at preparing for your re-enrollment conversation and just super happy
Right.
for you, Sarah. So
Yeah.
congrats.
Thank you.
Awesome. Is there anything else you would like to share before we sign off?
I don't think so. Yeah, this program was great and I appreciate you guys.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah, you're welcome.